Wow, it's been a while, but I'm back. Welcome to RADBMX Builds, and on this very special episode, we have a surprise guest all the way from California, drove nonstop to Texas to get here to hand deliver a one-of-one, very custom bike that you're gonna wanna see, so make sure you stick around. Let's get started. And our special guest has arrived. Mr. Craig Turner from GT, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, buddy. Drove all the way from Arizona to drop this frame off in Texas for Sean.
That's awesome, man.
RADBMX. So, Tommy Bracken's signature frame, custom serial number, RADBMX. And I think Sean's going to do a good job building this up. There you go, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, welcome back. As you saw, my friend Craig Turner's here all the way from Arizona, and he drove nonstop to get here, which is absolutely insane. So thank you, Craig, for showing up and doing that. And also, like you saw, he brought me one heck of a gift, a one-of-one 20-inch Tommy Bracken's brand new build, and the serial number he stamped on it is a surprise to me. It was RADBMX. And we'll get into showing you that frame in detail in a little bit. But I want to give Craig an opportunity to really talk about something special, something fairly new in a direction that he's going. And I'm going to go ahead and let you go with it. Elaborate.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So in the beginning it was Gary Turner BMX, right?
Yeah,
then it went to GT BMX or GT bicycles.
Yeah.
And so now we're still working together since we started working in 2020 with the GT reunion project, and we're still continuing. So GT bicycles and Gary Turner BMX are working together again on a 2-year project. It's called GT Nation. So what is GT Nation? So we're basically I'm the historical side.
Okay.
For GT. So I'm doing a line of signature frames for like all our old pros. So we just did the Tommy Bracken's one. Frogtown, we're going to launch the Gary Ellis Lumberjack frame.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, 29, 26ers.
So that's exclusive. I don't know if you've told anybody that.
Yeah.
That you just found out right here that another model, aside from Tommy Bracken's, a Gary Ellis model.
Yeah, so
huge.
So I talked to Gary at Dirty Fest, and he was all in on it. And I go, well, what frame do you want to do? Well, before that, he had sent me an 87 Pro Series that my dad custom made for him with the longer back end.
Wow.
And he goes, oh, let's do that frame. I'm like, oh, cool, let's do it. So I got everything ready to roll on that, and start working on the prototype frames and get everything ready to that. So do a small run, no more than 50.
Okay.
So limited edition frames.
Oh, wow.
And going to work with some of the other old pros with GT.
Where would someone get that? If they wanted one of those 1 of 50, how would they get it from you?
They go directly to my website, gt1972.com. So I just sell consumer direct. I hand make each frame.
And where do you make them? Just so they know where you make your bikes.
In Havasu, Arizona, in my garage.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So these are US made, chrome moly, hand welded by Craig, packaged, shipped, decaled, everything by you. So you're a one-man stop.
Yeah,
it's
I do
pretty
everything.
amazing.
I do my social media, I do the website. I mean, it's a passion. It's passion and love.
So you're getting the real deal. You're getting the family name here. You're getting very rare and exclusive bikes. These aren't mass-produced bikes that are made overseas that are just decaled and sold. These are made by hand with love, essentially, and passion for what you've been doing forever.
Yeah. So, us working with GT again, it's an honor. I'm glad we're doing this project. And
did they first reach out to you on the anniversary bikes, the 50th anniversary builds?
First it was a reunion.
Okay.
In 2020 we did the reunion frames.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And then we did the 50th anniversary frames.
Yep.
And then and now the GT Nation project.
How many 50th anniversary bikes did you do?
We did 100 of those.
Okay. And then how many of the Tommy Bracken's bikes did you build?
I've done about 15.
So they're very limited.
Very limited.
Are there any more available, or are they all gone?
Oh yeah, you can still order one.
Okay, if you want a Tommy Bracken's bike, 26 and 29 inch, you can get him on his website. And man, I just got the only 20 inch, and I'm telling you, if you don't have one, you're not ready to buy one, you're missing out, because they're absolutely amazing. The quality is insane, and you're getting something truly special. So I'm really excited about the Gary Ellis bike. I mean, I can't wait to see that bike because that's going off of such a cool, iconic design. I can't wait for you to build that.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. What else would you like to share?
Just stay tuned. A lot of cool stuff coming down next few years.
What are we doing this weekend?
We're going to Texas BMX Roundup.
That's right. So we're going to be at Texas BMX Roundup. The show will have already happened by the time you see this video. It's happening June 2nd in Pflugerville, Texas, outside of Austin. And this is the big one for Texas. So if you're going to the show, you're going to see Craig at the GT booth, and you will see for the first time my 20-inch Tommy Bracken's bike. And that's the reveal. So if you want to come see Craig and meet him, he'll be there. I hope you had a chance to make it there. Like I said, by the time you see this, it's too late. But I've been posting about it, so if you're following along on Instagram, you'll already know what's happening and where it is. So we hope we get to see you guys at Texas BMX Roundup.
Woo! Thanks, guys.
Okay, Craig just left. He's been here for the last 2 days, and it's been really great catching up with him, talking bikes, talking life. And this weekend, we're going to spend Saturday, late afternoon, evening on a ride out together, and Sunday at the show. So in the meantime, just for reference, today is Thursday. So I have the rest of today and tomorrow to build this bike. All the parts are here. It shouldn't be that hard. But if you've ever built custom bikes, there's always a snag somewhere. So I'm curious to see where it's going to be in this build. Fingers crossed. We don't have one, but this very special one-of-one Tommy Bracken's bike really means the world to me that he stamped it RADBMX. And this bike isn't going anywhere, so don't ask how much and is it for sale, because it's not. This will be a permanent part of my collection. I'm excited to build it. I'm sure you're excited to see it. So let's stop wasting time, get to work, and let's build a bike. Okay, first things first, we got all the parts laid out. Custom wheels that were built by BMX Guru. And then a bunch of parts from Pork Chop. And then a number plate and pads from Flite. A big thank you to those 3 companies for helping assist in this build and sponsoring this build. So you can go over to Pork Chop and get these GT seats. You can get these MX 1000 brakes, and you can get these MKS BM7 pedals. You can get chain rings and things like that, the grips. The donuts and the Huntington Beach GT pads and number plate came from Flite. The number plate stickers I sourced on eBay, and that's to replicate the number plate that Tommy Bracken's had on the blue bike. It was very rare to see Tommy on a blue bike, so it even makes this build a little bit more rare. He's really famous for the white bike when he was photographed in the magazine, kneeling next to it. But this is gonna be the blue bike. I wanted to try to make this as special and as rare as we could. So let's get to work and start building this bike, throwing some parts and pieces on. Let's start with the head set up here so we can get the forks on, stem and bars, and then we'll work our way back. Seat post clamp, brakes, bottom bracket, and so on and so forth. Let's get to work. Okay, real quick, I want to talk about Amy grips. Amy is one of my sponsors, and I use them almost exclusively on my builds. Some of the most old school, best high quality, amazing look grip that you can put on your custom build. On this Bracken's bike, he used these grips back in the day. So I got the same exact ones from Amy, and I want to talk about installation a little bit. If you look on this flange, you will find an R for the right side grip, and on this one an L for the left side grip. And then the logos. You want to put the logo so it's on top and on bottom. You don't want to have it crooked on your bars because it just looks terrible. Remember, details mean everything. So when you install it up here on your bars, make sure that that logo is on top and the other is on the bottom. And I like to go a step further and take the top of the triangle and make it pointed up. If we did a 180, triangle would be pointed down. That's just an extra step that I like to take. Any way you do it, you're winning with the Amy grips. So I hope you're using those and help support a US made company, and they've been around since I believe 1974. So support those companies. Let's keep them here in the US, keep them rad, and keep using them on your builds. Amy grips. Okay, I shared a little bit of the build video with you. I'm not going to reveal the bike to you in the build because we're going to head up to Pflugerville outside of Austin, Texas for the BMX Roundup. And we're going to do a reveal there. So in a day or so, we're going to hop in the car. For you, it's going to be a couple seconds. Then we're going to head up to Austin to the show in Pflugerville and get ready. We're going to show you a reveal. But before that, I think we might partake in the ride out. And we're going to be taking my 26-inch custom GT Performer with Craig Turner and ride out with everybody in Austin, get you some footage. But stay tuned because the reveal of that Tommy Bracken's bike sitting right in front of me, which is absolutely amazing, is coming in just a few moments. Stay rad. Let's keep going in the video. All right, wow, it's been a while since I've done this from the car, but we are on our way to Pflugerville, Texas right now, and we're gonna meet up with Craig Turner and go to the Texas BMX Roundup Ride Out. That's right, Saturday night, 6 p.m., a ride out, 8 mile, I think it's a loop, I'm not sure, but it's an 8 mile ride. A loop makes sense. I hope I can make 8 miles, who knows? It's hot, it's about 88 degrees out and super humid, so it's not gonna be the greatest weather. We're just hoping for no rain, but either way, we're gonna bring you some rad content, get you some footage of the ride out, and then tomorrow is the BMX show and swap meet. And I just sold the Gold Skyway 60th anniversary bike, so I got a little extra cash on hand. Hopefully someone's got something rad at the swap meet and we bring home a future build. Okay, let's go check in and meet up with Craig and we'll go do a ride out. Okay, that was an awesome ride out. I hope you enjoy the footage. It was far and it was very hot. Probably about a 10-mile ride out. And we didn't get back till after 11 p.m. last night. So I'm kind of beat because it's still early. It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning yet, but we're here. We made it. Texas BMX Roundup, Capital City BMX track in Pflugerville, Texas. There's only a couple people here and it looks like Craig just showed up. So we're gonna set up the GT tent, get the bikes in there, and then we're gonna probably check out the swap meet first because I want to buy some stuff, and then we'll show you all the bikes once they're set up.
I don't care wherever you want to sign. I'm going to autograph a bike. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Then I'm going to autograph another one. Whatever. Get all of that. GT, baby. All right, so we're going to autograph Sean Nichols from RADBMX's Tommy Bracken's frame that I just built for him. So here we go. Here's to you, Tommy Brackens. We love you.
Okay, before we finish out this video, I want to give you an in-depth review of the bike and thank a few sponsors for this build. First and foremost, Craig Turner, thank you for building me this one-off 20-inch Tommy Bracken's bike and stamping RADBMX on the dropout of a GT stamped frame is me coming full circle. I'm deeply humbled by that. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go over the bike. Okay, we're gonna start up top like I always do, and I wanna thank our sponsor, Amy, for these amazing grips. And then we're gonna thank Flite for the donuts, the number plate, which is an exact replica of Tommy Bracken's, and of course, the GT Huntington Beach pad set. So thank you, Flite, for those. And then as we move on down, we've got a really rad set of wheels with blue nipples, polished hoops, and a polished jelly bean cutout, high flange, sealed bearing hubs. And those were from BMX Guru. Beautiful set of wheels on this bike. And then the GT seat, brakes, pedals, and what else? Tires all came from Pork Chop BMX. So thank you, Justin, over at Pork Chop for that. I really appreciate that as well. Okay, let's go over some of the bike here. We got some pro bars, mallet stem. All right, Lola. There you go. There's the dog that just wants to be in every photo. Beautiful Maui blue paint with the new GT Nation decal set. We did a anodized blue power disc, which Tommy liked to run this color combo. Now, I did not choose the parts and pieces of this bike. I used what Tommy used in the photo that I showed you earlier. So we have a GT seat post clamp, chrome straight post, GT seat, and he ran an MX 1000 rear brake. He ran a blue cable, and I just couldn't do it. I had to put the yellow on here. It just gave a little bit of balance, so that's where I deviated a little bit. And then we got some really cool yellow GT dice, which he didn't run those either. They just look really good on this bike. So I want to say a huge thank you again to Craig Turner GT, Flite, Amy, Pork Chop, and BMX Guru for one radical, beautiful bike that was absolutely well received at the Texas BMX Roundup. And if you got a chance to go out there and see it in person, please comment down below. Let me know what you thought, because everything I heard while I was there was extremely positive, and thank you very much. Okay, I just got back from Texas BMX Roundup, and I gotta say, it was a great show. And for those of you I got to meet in person, it was really rad to meet you. And I brought home something. I ended up trading my all-white custom build of my 26-inch GT Pro Performer for a 1979 Cook Brothers Racing frame and fork set. I have been looking for one of these for about 6 years. They're so hard to find, and it's truly the unicorn of my collection that I've been unable to fulfill until now. So I couldn't be more happy. Also, I bought a 1984 Diamondback Viper while I was there, and then someone offered to buy it. Probably the fastest flip of my entire life. I honestly didn't even intend on selling it. I was gonna bring it back and add it to the collection. But hey, they gotta go if you wanna grow. So off it went to its new owner, and it was a pretty funny exchange. I didn't hate that at all. So the 26-inch GT Performer is gone. Coming up is a Greg Hill build, a 1983 Greg Hill bike. And now the hunt is on for old school Cook Brothers racing parts for one of my bikes that has been eluding me for years. But I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the ride out. I hope you enjoyed the show. It was hot, it was humid, and it was rad. Thanks again. If you haven't done so, please just hit the subscribe button. And as always, stay rad.